mosquitoes are out. How's everyone doing this evening? I'm giving it a little bit for everyone to kind of Paul. Hope everyone's having a great evening. Wanted to give it a little bit of time for everyone to kind of get in and file in, and I'm gonna actually kind of put this down. I'm gonna unplug this because I'm gonna talk like this. It's not the best angle, but we're gonna roll with it. Paul catches them all. Thanks for being here, Slab Buster. What's up, man? Domingo, what's going on? Raul, what's going on, man? Thanks for being here, everyone. Just kind of wanted to touch base. Nothing just out of the ordinary, but just wanted to touch base, let everyone know what I'm kind of seeing, what everyone else is seeing, that type of thing. Paul says he heard I was giving out a $100 Bass Pro gift card. I sure wish I was. Interesting, Paul. Said that he figured out why his notifications weren't working. I had yours on, but my YouTube notifications was turned off. That makes sense. Texas Outdoors, thanks for being here, man. He said, I'm in for one of them gift cards. Where do I send my address? LOL. That's funny, man. Yeah, I would love to be able to do that. Maybe one day we'll get to that point. You know, I mean, who knows? The sky's the limit, right? Yeah, I mean, that reminds me. Yeah, so if y'all could definitely do like Paul and make sure that, you have your notifications on and that you have your all that kind of stuff turned on. That way when I post, you guys get notified. Getting to that time of year where the views are going to really start slowing down and all that. And it's like we're having connectivity issues again today. Just can't get away from that lately, it seems like. Anyway, I'm going to kind of get one talking about stuff on here, but get kind of the announcement stuff out of the way. So, I'm still guiding. I'm full. May is full for me. I'm not going to be able to take any more trips in May, but if you're interested, June still has some weekend dates available. Tons of weekdays available in June, and even July if you're interested in booking out that far. But I'm going to be doing Grapevine, Ray Roberts, Louisville, Lavon, and Joe Pool. 5 lakes. Job search. Yeah, I cut my own hair. I cut it a little bit ago. My hair gets so long, it just gets on my nerves, so I got to cut it. But Television Pilot, what's going on, man? Hey, everybody, driving home from work, so I'm just listening. Oh, man, you're good. Job search, man. I use Windfinder, I use the WeatherBug, and I use National Weather Service Fort Worth. Man, Domingo, sorry about that. Yeah, I was having connectivity issues. But it's May 1st, so we're going to talk about May, what's going on. So shad spawn deal. I'm not sure if I put out a shad spawn video yesterday. What is today? Yeah, yesterday. And just did not find what I was looking to find. But that's going to change. I think it's been abnormally cool, and I think that's playing into it. We are definitely behind schedule when it comes to that water temp. Water temp yesterday on Joe Pool was 65 when I dropped in, and then 67, 68 when I left. And still a lot of the fish that we caught had eggs. A lot of them didn't too. But there's still some fish spawning, no doubt. There's always some fish spawning late in the year. But that's what I found yesterday. And get back to what I was talking about. I'm still booking trips. So if you're interested, check out my website. It's linked down below in the description of this live. It really helps me out. I've got something that I'm going to put out tomorrow that I think it's pretty awesome. I think. I know I'm thinking back to when I first started. you know, like what would have helped me back in the day, and this is just that, and this is lake specific. So I'm gonna put that out tomorrow. I'll probably make a video about that tomorrow, just to kind of explain on that. But definitely be on the lookout. It's something really cool, something that I haven't seen personally being offered. So I think it'd be pretty interesting. Yeah, if y'all could drop a thumbs up, leave a thumbs up. Really like that. YouTube loves that stuff. It really helps put the content out that way. So definitely appreciate that. You know, channel memberships as well. I got a core group of guys that always come on here, and ladies as well. You know, just I'm super thankful for y'all. But if someone outside of the channel or something sees this, then you know, consider subscribing. That would help me out tremendously. This is my job now, so you know, it's the more support I can get, the better. Y'all check out Camo Joe. What's up, man? Thanks for being here. Y'all check out his jigs. He's got some great jigs. I've been catching a lot of fish on his jigs, and it's been working. They've been working really well. Let's see. And like I said, channel memberships, that helps me out a bunch. You know, super chats, things like that are always very supportive. I'm not one to get on here and beg. That's just not me, but I am appreciative. You know, if you definitely find yourself wanting to do that, I definitely appreciate it. But I'm not going to sit on here and beg anyone for that. That's just not me. I was just not born to be that way. So, oh yeah, I got the NASA shirt. I love me some space stuff. I'm just kind of a nerd, I guess, when it comes to that. Weather. I'm a weather nerd. Sorry about that. I'm not sure what's going on with this. Never have no problems, but Kevin Cranford, thanks for being here. Yes, I do, guide Ray Roberts. Good lake, love that lake. I do really well in the summer on that lake. Slab said he had to study that in 7th grade. And we have the Space Center and Rocket Center in Huntsville. Nice, yeah. Yeah, I would love to. I mean, I always say, like, I would love to go back and like have a little more emphasis on like biology, weather. I really wanted to do weather, be a weatherman, meteorologist for a long time, but the math to be a meteorologist is just insane, and I'm just not good at math. I mean, that's just the reality of it. I'm not gonna sit on here and act like I am good, because I'm not, and so I ended up just doing science in general. But yeah, so the name of the game coming up for May for me, I've got a lot of trips in the book, and we're going to be focusing on, you know, rocks, shallow timber, shallow brush, and that's going to be the main things we're going to be focusing on. Docks, I'll do some dock shooting as well, but that's what I'm going to be focusing on May. Shad spawn, I think as we get towards, the end of this week, with the temps I'm seeing, I think I'm seeing like we're almost going to be 90 a couple days later this week, so that'll really help that shad spawn get going, and I think that'll really help that shad spawn, help the crappie bite. Like I said, the water temps are just still a little low. I'd like them to be up over 70, and I know there's still some fish spawning, but I'm ready for them fish to get done. Them spawning fish have just been hard to deal with this year, and I'm just ready to get out there post-spawn and just hammer them. Have y'all hammer them. Weatherman in Alabama is wrong 75% of the time and never gets fired. Nope, that's right, Slab. They get their check every single time they're supposed to. William C., good evening. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's pretty funny how they do that. But yeah, I kind of go over the lakes, how they're fishing. So Joe Pool's fishing pretty good. I mean, I think Joe Pool fishes really well May. I like May for that lake. You know, mostly post spawn fish. They're still going out to these post spawn places, brush piles and stuff, but you know, it's definitely work to find keepers, but that's how that lake is. I I actually read that, this is pretty interesting, it's kind of off topic, but so I was reading the survey report on Joe Pool from 2021, and they were saying that there's more bluegill in Joe Pool Lake than there are shad, which just blows my mind. Like, that's more bluegill than shad. Just think of that. No wonder those crappie don't get big. They can't eat a bluegill. They're fighting over that little bit of food they have. It's crazy. And they were saying also in that, excuse me, in that survey, that the crappie population declined by half from the last time they did the survey, I'm guessing 2019, 2020, whatever, to 2021, the population declined by half, which is just crazy to think. And I definitely believe it because I know Joe Pool pretty well. I'd say I know it really well, and I just am not seeing the numbers of fish that I've seen in the last years, past years. Not to say that they're not there, I'm just not seeing them so far this year. Slabbuster, anyway, bite has been pretty good here. I struggled Saturday though. I looked around a lot too. Yeah, that's what I've been doing, that a lot too. I've been scanning a ton. Went up to Ray Roberts and scanned and looked and found like 10 new brush piles. Went over to Joe Pool, scanned, and found probably 10 more brush piles. Now that I have more time, I'm really enjoying that aspect of things. I have not been able to do that, and that's really, really productive and going to really help me out long term. Excuse me. Mark Williams, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. But that has really been helpful. It's tedious, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it is really, really hard to just look at that screen the whole time, and if you see something, circle back and it's nothing, and you have to delete it and then keep going. And it's been really, really, really tough for me to do that and not fish, but I know I have to, and it's gonna pay off. So yeah, television pilot, you're right. Joe Pool hasn't been right for 4 years. It's been off the last few times I've been there. It's gotten to the point where I just don't even try a lot of times. But this time of year, it's a little more predictable. Slab, I'm fixing to go looking for some shell crackers soon. Last year found some, but not what I'm looking for. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to try and do more stuff like that myself here in the coming months, or a month or two. I'm going to try and do some catfish spawn videos. I'm going to try. They're probably not going to do no good, but I want to do that. I want to try and build that audience. So that's one thing. Obviously, I'd like, videos that do good and help, support me and build and stuff. But at the same time, like, I want to build my audience to be a certain way. I want them to, if I want to switch it up and go catfish or go, white bass fish. I do a lot of white bass fishing now, or go chase striper or hybrids or something like that. I want that audience to be built as well. I don't want to just be like, I'm not going to do that because it doesn't make any money. You're not going to ever build yourself that way. You're just not. Kevin Cranford, what is your secret on non-biting fish that you see on live scope? Kevin, that depends. That's a very good question. So what I'll do is I will downsize. I'll do two things. I'll downsize, go to a smaller jig, and usually that's a lighter jig head, 16th ounce, 32nd ounce, something like that. And then, I don't know if you know the raise technique. If I can drop on a fish, like let's say a fish is here, I can drop here. A lot of times they'll kind of look up, and when you do that, you just start pulling that jig away, and they'll just come up and grab it. That, for me, that's how I trigger a lot of fish that I know before I never did. It's pretty cool that you can do that, see them react. Just for me, getting the reaction out of the fish is just key. When they react, you'll kind of know, like, okay, did I pull it away? Okay, just leave it there, they're coming. It really, that and then downsizing, going to a lighter jig for me really helps produce fish. Yeah, Slab, I hear you, man. I get tired of it too, it's it's kind of a love-hate for me. I love it. I really do, because I'm finding fish and seeing fish in ways I've never seen them before. But at the same time, you know, it's just not the same as like just looking at the lake and getting bit. And it's definitely, you know, goes both ways. When we going to sneak on that big bluegill dock? Television pilot. Yeah, it's I'm interested to do some of that bluegill stuff. But yeah, so like I said, I'm just grinding, you guys. I'm tired. I don't know if I portray it today, but I'm tired. That trip yesterday just wore me out. On my guide trips, I'm working. You know, I'm not sitting back, kick back. I'm working. I'm actively up. I'm actively up. You know, engaging with clients and you know, coaching on live scope and retying jigs and all that. And I never give up. You know, I don't just sit back and be like, well, there's nothing I can do today. No, I go and go and go and go and go until the time's up. So it just wore me out yesterday. It was work. It was a grind, but we got it done. And it'll get better. It'll get better as we get warmer temps. Juggernaut Fishing, thanks for being here. What's up? Hope all is well. Slab buster on docks I use to see if they under it and never look at it again. Yep, that's what I do. Slab on docks, I really don't look at it. I just want to know there's fish under there and where kind of they're at. And after that, I don't need it and I don't look at it. It really, like, once you get those shots dialed in on those docks, you don't have to look at that live scope and keep, you know, redoing that, picking fish off. You just look at it for a big blob under a dock and you know there's fish there. Joseph Harrigan caught a limit yesterday fishing a big bridge. Nice. Yeah, those bridges will hold good fish this time of year for sure. Cruz Garcia, hi, new here. I've never caught a crappie. Grapevine Lake is hard. Cruz, thanks for being here, man. Yeah, Grapevine Lake's hard. I guide on that lake. That's one of the lakes I know best, but it is not easy to fish. Grapevine, those fish get super, super, super finicky in the summer. More so than I feel like on any lake. And I don't know if it's related to the traffic that's on that lake. In the summertime on the weekend, it is a madhouse on that lake. An absolute madhouse. And I don't know if just the commotion spooks those fish or what, but they're very, very hard to get to bite. And every single piece of productive cover on Grapevine is under the water. There is not a single piece, not one single piece of visible cover that is productive on the main lake. There's nothing out there to see. And that's what makes it tough for most. JLD Fishing, what's up? I got 20 on Lake Conroe. Nice. I see a lot of people down there fishing those bridges and stuff on Conroe. Slab. Cruz, I also guide on Grapevine. I'd be more than happy to take you out and show you what to look for if you're interested. If not, no big deal. Guiding ain't easy, says Slab Buster. I know several, but it's better than a time clock job would be for me. Yeah, for sure. It's totally different, you know. I enjoy it. I really do. I really enjoy seeing people catch fish and smile. It is rewarding for me. You know, it's like, you know, it's tough, you know, having people put up money like that on a trip, you know, like it's a lot of pressure, but I've been doing this so long, have so much experience on the lakes I guide on that, you know, most of the time, given the weather or whatever, or, you know, conditions, I can adjust. I can find the fish, figure out what they want. Not, you know, I'm not gonna lie, not every time. Sometimes I do struggle. Everyone does, but most of the time I feel like I know what I need to do and make it happen. Yeah, there's 31 on here right now. If y'all could hit that thumbs up, really appreciate it. And subscribe if you haven't, if you're new. just jumping in, we're talking about May crappie fishing. Awesome. My wife put my email website information below. All the dates on there are accurate for June. And yeah, I'm super fortunate to get this good of a start, and super excited to see where it goes. But I'm gonna try, like I said, do some different videos as time allows. I'm getting ready to get real busy here real soon, and can't wait to see. I'm gonna actually be doing some scouting this week. I got a full weekend of trips, and on 2 different lakes, and I gotta kind of scout. I gotta scout one of them. The other one I already know, but the other one I gotta scout. So I'm gonna go out and look around and see what I can find, and it's a lot. It really is. You know, that's one thing. That's also why, like, you know, guiding's, that's why, you know, you have to charge a certain amount. There's a lot tied up into it. There's boat, gas, you know, and then also just your time and experience, you know, your trial and errors, and you know, just all the years of hard work and time and money and gas and minnows and this and that you've put in time to learn all this stuff and all these lakes. And so that's where that comes from. But that's why I am gonna do this offer tomorrow, and it's really, y'all are gonna like it. I think I just feel really good about it. It might not go nowhere, but I feel really good about it. But it's just the in between, like not going on a guide trip and going on a guide trip. There's in between, and this is that in between. So we'll see where that goes. Job search. I've been following your fishing for years, from your bank fishing days. Good luck on your new prospects. We will have to get a guided trip in the future for sure. I appreciate that, job search. I really do. You know, just your support means so much. Appreciate it, Juggernaut. I appreciate that. Yeah, we did have breakfast from there today. Good old Whataburger. Those lines at Whataburger are long, though. You got plenty of time. Slab, man, I'm happy for you. You can support your family doing what you love. It don't get no better. But making $1 ain't easy, doing anything legal, that is. Yeah, it's work. You know, I've never been one to shy away from work. You know, I've been raised to be a hard worker. That's just how it was. That's just how it is. That's just what's instilled in me. You know, that's why everything that I'm not going to get on here and beg for money, but what I will do is offer things for you to give me money, and I give you something in return, whether it be a guide trip, you know, content, or this thing tomorrow. You know, it's everything to me. It should be, you know, it should go both ways. You know, money these days, money's hard to come by these days, and everything's so expensive, and you know, all that. I totally get it. So this is why I wanted to offer this, just something in between. And you know, I'm hoping everyone likes it. Tony, thanks for being here. What's up? Kevin Cranford, what's your method of finding fish or brush piles? Side scan mostly. Yeah, Kevin. So side scan. Kevin, get you a good side scan unit. I just got a Humminbird Helix 7 mega imaging, and whew, night and day difference from that Lowrance hook I had. And that's how I've been finding all these brush piles. I can literally, on this mega imaging, see a rock and see a crack down that rock. And it really is just, it's really wild the detail that stuff has now. And so there's nothing there's nothing you can't see under the water now. So like I said, I put 100 foot each way and just scan down a bank, and I see everything I need to see in perfect detail. Juggernaut, I personally like to see more explanation on your fishing video as to why you are in a certain spot, wind, temp, depth, cover, known spot or newfound spot. Love the viz, but love the info. Yeah, and I'm appreciate that, Juggernaut. I'm gonna definitely try to do that too. I've got a video. I don't know when I'm gonna put it out exactly, but here in the next week or so, I'm gonna put out a video of me it's more focused on the information side. It's more focused on the detail side versus just me catching fish. And it's with that Humminbird Helix 7. So be on the lookout for that, man. I really appreciate the support, and I'm gonna try my best to kind of mix. He's back. Try to mix things in like that, and I'm gonna. Golly, that thing is persistent, and you know, I'm gonna try and cater to everyone. Just, you know, with the amount of time, with time in between guide trips and scouting and stuff like that, I'm gonna try to cater to everyone. I'm not gonna limit myself. I'm not gonna do one thing all summer. The summer is really tough to get views, partially I think because just, you know, it's so repetitive, and I'm gonna try my best not to make it repetitive. So just be on the lookout for that, y'all. Cody Sale, thanks for being here. You still finding them in the short water around DFW? I just left the bank fishing, 2 foot deep, caught 13. Nice, man. So I'm not targeting shallow fish. I'm just not anymore. I just dread targeting shallow fish. I know, like I said, I know there's some. I'm getting reliable reports that there's fish still spawning right now, but I'm not gonna go fish for them, especially with clients. I'm not gonna do that. That is just, it's too wishy-washy. I'm looking for consistency. I'm looking for fish. I don't want to be searching fish. You know, I've done it all spring, and I'll be honest, I've struggled this spring. Just every time I've went somewhere, it's rained too much. It's right after a cold front. It just has not worked out. And sorry about the kid noise in the background. I'm not sure if y'all can hear that, but you know, I'm just over it, to be honest. I want to get main lake. I want to get deep fish. I want to get away from that shallow stuff. Now, there are still some fish spawning deep-ish, you know, like 5-10 foot. That's about as shallow as I'm gonna get, to be honest. Unless we're shooting a dock or something, you know, maybe a dock in 4 or 5 foot. That's about shallow as I'm gonna get. Mark Williams, thanks for being here. You can try new ways like long line trolling or spider rigging. Yeah, that's true too. I can experiment with different things, and I'm really excited about that. Thanks for that suggestion, Mark. I totally forgot about those techniques. Let's see. WM, yeah, that's exactly what this video is going to be. So I got stuff flying between my face. WM, that's definitely exactly what this next, or this, I don't know, this next, within the next week, that video will be out, and it is exactly that. How to identify stuff with that, and this mosquito is just really getting on my nerves. But that's exactly what that is, and I really, like I said, it's more focused on the details of that versus just catching fish. Yeah, it's definitely been rough spring, Cody. Thanks so much, Slab. Yeah, if you'd like to donate, Cash App's right there. The Roid Rage T-Rex, talked to a dude on the Vaughn that looked pretty sharp, definitely knew what he was doing. Told me it's been a weird spring. Yeah, it definitely has been a weird spring. It just has. I mean, that's just the reality of it. It's just been a weird spring. But it'll get better once we get these temps. I mean, I hate to say it, but I'm ready for the heat. I really am. Just bring the heat. It's just gonna help. It's gonna be rough being on the water, you know, to a certain extent, but that bite's gonna get 10 times better. So yeah, sometimes with side scan you won't see the fish. With this mega unit, I'm gonna really try to get some good like video and stuff of that, and just the detail on this Mega Helix 7 Mega imaging is just crazy. Yeah, it is, Chris. It is. Thanks so much for being on here, man. I really appreciate it. Did I get him finally? I think I might have got him. Oh, man. You know, I really enjoy myself out there, Chris. Thanks again for coming along. the Roy, easy for you to say. Us poor folk ain't got a boat. Man, you don't need a boat. All you need is a float tube. Trust me, I did it. I've did it. A float tube, one-man pontoon, maybe $100. You know, where there's a will, there's a way, you know. You know, you definitely don't need a boat. Don't need a boat. Every spring is weird to me. I don't like any of them, says Slab. Yeah, you know, Slab, over the years, man, I'm really getting to where I really don't like spawn fishing. I used to like it back in the day, but as years go by, I hate the spawn. Just give me post spawn, winter fish, fall fish, over spring anytime. The only thing I like about spring is there's sandies in the creeks, crappie in the creeks. Like, that's the only thing I like about it. That's exactly what the dude was rocking on Levon. Nice. Yeah, spawning fish move too much, says Slapbuster. Fall and winter for me, they don't move much. Yep. Same, and then even in the summer is the same way for here. When those fish get out, you know, I won't have to do a ton of scouting really at all. Once we get to a certain point, once I get to every lake and kind of see where the fish's stages, you know, what stage the fish are at. Every lake's different. Some lakes are later. Some lakes are, you know, more done. It just kind of depends. But once they all get done, I won't have to go back. Them fish are going to stay right there all summer. You just might have to change up tactics or something like that to get them to bite. That's really the only thing. Yep. Cruz says he bought a kayak and finally was catching sandies. Yeah, you'll do good with that kayak and the sandies, And, you know, even the kayak's good for crappie too. I mean, obviously you're limited, but you can definitely find some fish. And I'm gonna break out the kayak in the summer too and do some videos like that. I'm gonna try and mix it up the best I can. To be honest, if I still had my float tube, I'd take the float tube out and fish like that. I don't mind. I'm not scared. But, well, you guys, I'm going to start wrapping it up. I don't want to be on here too long, but I did want to touch base with everyone. Andy says it's time for him to take his kayak under the bridges again. Yep, they're going to be there. I mean, they're going to be there. I don't mind fishing bridges at all. I mean, that's, you know, there's fish there. And you know, if you do it right, you can catch fish even if there's people all over it and stuff. So yeah, it's getting that time for sure. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope this, you know, offers a little insight to that. You know, what's going on in May, what will be going on for a while. And I'm gonna do my best to get tons of content out there for y'all. I'm gonna try my best to keep uploading 3 times a week. It's not gonna be easy, but I'm gonna try my best. So that's the plan. Slabbuster, man, I see a lot of kayaks here. Maybe wearing fish out. You ain't gotta have 40K boat. Nope, you sure don't. You sure do not. T-Rex, what time of year are they under the bridges? Crappie, that is. Man, to be honest, T-Rex, man, they're on the bridges 24/7, 365. It just sometimes, you know, obviously certain times are better than others. Me, I like winter and summer, early summer, kind of like where we're at now, because I feel like those bridges are on the arms of the lakes a lot, and so those fish kind of transition back and forth, and they'll kind of, you know, when they're leaving the spawning areas, they'll come back and sit on the bridge and then move out to the main lake. So right now it'd be a good time, but there's fish on the bridges all the time. Somewhere, you know, not every lake all the time, but certain bridges at certain lakes always hold fish. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you. Raul, I miss my boat, but love fishing from the shore. Oh yeah, I mean, I grew up fishing from the shore. I didn't have a boat growing up, but I definitely love both. I definitely would not want to be tied to the bank anymore. It's so hard to do good, you know. It really is, especially comes the summertime, this time of year. You know, it's hard to stay close to fish. But I do enjoy bank fishing in the winter. You know, in the spring, catching sandies. I do enjoy that a lot. I mean, my boat sits around a lot in the spring. I don't take it out near as much as I do. In the summer, it's all I use. But I enjoy it all. You know, live scope, no live scope, jig and bobber, dock shooting, everything. Thanks so much, Raul. Yeah, I'll see you on the water, man. Appreciate it. But yeah, you guys, like I said, I'm gonna kind of jump off here and I won't make this too long. Post spawn for bridges in winter. Yep, that's exactly right, Slab. But thank y'all for taking time out of y'all's busy day, busy evening. You know, most work and everything like that, and I understand it's a job at times to get to these lives, and I really appreciate that, and it means a bunch to me, and so thank y'all for doing that. Yeah, you too, T-Rex. Take it easy, man. Thanks for being here. And yeah, I'm gonna try and go live as much as I can. I don't want to go live every week just because, especially in the summertime, not a lot's gonna change. But if I have something like a topic or something like that I want to talk about, or if something's changing on the lakes or something like that, then I'll definitely do that. But I'm definitely not gonna try and go live every week. It's too repetitive. You know, I'm not. I try to keep it simple, so I definitely don't want to bore everyone going live every week. Definitely, for sure. Oh, thanks so much, Tony. Tony, thanks so much for becoming a channel member, man. I really appreciate that. Really helps the channel out, Tony. I appreciate that. Enjoy the live, says Slab. Take care, everyone. See you later, Camo Joe. Thanks, Frank. Thanks for all the videos. Have a good evening. Thanks, you too, man. I appreciate you being here. Thanks again, Tony. And thanks again, everyone, for being here. We will catch you guys in the next one. Y'all have a great evening, great week, and stay safe. We'll catch you in the next one.